Look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
Look at his little tail. Are you trying to tell me something, boy?
He does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait. Did you hear that?
We get to name a dog. Alrighty. My recording was fine. We good. Okay. We have Barkspawn now. Yeah, I know how to do combat. I say as I immediately run the wrong way. No, hun, there we go.
Don't give them the advantage. Come.
I thought that that was me talking. No. Both Barkspawn and Sir Gilmore are very powerful, so this is hardly a hard fight. Especially when you're a rogue who's very bad at hitting things. So many dead rats. There looks like there's even freaking mouse traps in here.
Careful.
That looks like the last of them.
Good. Thanks for alerting me to that. You say as another rat shows up, you got it? I think that's all of them. Look at that blood.
Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all.
Good boy. Those were very large rats.
I've seen larger. They come up from the Kokari wilds sometimes. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Isle's men.
Bye, Sir Gilmore. I love the codex. So the codex is basically where you get like notes and stuff. And like you can read them. And I just get a kick out of the fact how it is your codex for your hound is always what you name it. And so Barkspawn in this case.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
Actually, he was defending your larder from rats. Big ones.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones.
They'll rip you to shreds, they will!
Why do her hands look so
Now you've gone and
weird?
scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead.
My faithful warhound made sure it's safe.
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with.
Frickin' rude! You tell her, Barkspawn.
Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog.
Such a happy
Thank you, my
boy.
lady. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
Alright. Bye, Nan. Yeah, so we're going to... I guess we're going to go talk to my mom, because we've already gone through all the rooms. Because if we go down this way, this is the door we entered from here. So, we're just going to go up. La-di-da-di-da. Oh, I'm stuck on a pillar. Up we go! Hello,
and my
Mother.
dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my lovely daughter. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled?
Nan's head exploded and my hound ate the kitchen staff.
Well, at least one of us will have had a decent dinner. Perhaps your hound left something I can feed my guests. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
Of course, it's good to see you again, my lady.
You're too kind, dear girl. Didn't I spend half the salon trying to convince you to marry my son?
And made a very poor case for it, I might add.
You remember my son, Dyron. He's not married yet either.
Don't listen to her. It's good to see you again, milady. You're looking as beautiful as ever.
I wasn't kidding when I said that half of the noble female origin is just people trying to set up arranged marriages with you. Flatterer.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great pleasure, my lady. You are as pretty as your mother describes.
You would think that it would make it easier to make a match for her, not more difficult.
Perhaps your daughter simply has a mind of her own, your ladyship. You should be proud.
Proud doesn't get me any more grandchildren.
I can handle my own affairs,
All evidence
thank you.
to the contrary.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your ladyship.
Good evening. Let's talk to my mom.
You should say goodbye to Fergus while you have the chance.
That's what I came to do. Did you know that there's a Grey Warden here?
Yes, your father mentioned that. You haven't got it into your head that you want to be recruited.
Would that be so bad?
There's enough here at the castle to occupy you. I don't need you off chasing danger like your brother.
Why can't I go with Father and Fergus?
I know it's difficult to stay in the castle and watch others ride off, but we must see to our duties first. You understand that, don't you?
What if they fall without me?
It's in the Maker's hands now, and we must cope.
Actually,
as
it's
best we
not.
can.
Neither of them have left. Are you staying at the castle?
For a few days. Then I'll travel with Lady Landra to her estate and keep her company for a time. Your father thinks my presence here might undermine your authority.
As you wish.
Good. I was worried you might be nervous about running the castle alone. I needn't have been concerned.
I have a bad feeling about
As
all
do
this.
Your father and brother are marching off to fight Maker knows what. All the assurances in the world don't comfort me. But it wouldn't help for us to take up arms and follow. Fergus and your father have their duty, and we have ours.
Do you know where Fergus might
If
be?
he's not out with his men, probably upstairs with Oriana.
I should go.
I love you, my darling girl. You know that, don't you?
I love you too.
Go do what you must, then. I will see you soon.
I'm sorry, that just reminds me of the John Mulaney bit where it's like my father hugs me so tightly sometimes, and I'm like, is one of us gonna die? This is just what it's making me think of. I think that turn is where we're supposed to go, so we're not gonna go there. Because you know, you never go the way you're supposed to in an RPG. There's nothing in here.
Good evening, milady.
Good evening.
It is begun.
I do not think we can actually enter either of these rooms. They're both locked.
It shall be done.
I think this one is the one that our mother's friend just went
It is
into.
begun.
This one is my room. Oh yeah, if you hover over the X on a map, you can tell what the room is. So this is mine. I don't know what this is. I'm assuming a bath. This is piles of clothes in the floor. Alright. Whatever. This is my parents' room.
It shall be
Door's
done.
locked. So this must be my brother's.
Is there really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back a sword?
That sword, Oren. And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little sister to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
Aggressive? Jesus. You two are nauseating me.
When there's a man in your life, you'll understand.
What if I'm gay? Men... Men are overrated.
One day you'll meet someone who can handle you. Mark my words.
Did you know that there's a Grey Warden at the castle?
Really? Was he riding a griffin?
What is wrong with his teeth?
Oren, griffins only exist in stories now.
I'd heard that. Did he say why he's come?
He says he's recruiting.
Oh, if I were a Grey Warden, little sister, I'd have my eye on you. Not that father would ever allow it.
I wish I could go with you.
I wish you could come. It'll be tiring killing all those Darkspawn myself.
In Antiva, a woman fighting in battle would be unthinkable.
Is that so? I always heard Antivan women were quite dangerous.
With kindness and poison only, my husband.
This from the woman who serves me my tea.
So, this is something about a character later on in the game and a character later in the series. This woman is from Antiva, but she does not sound like she's Antivan. But you gotta cut him some slack. This game came out 11 years ago, and they definitely did not have all the lore and stuff figured out. Do you really think that the war will be over quickly?
Word from the south is that the battles have gone well. There's no evidence that this is a true blight, just a large raid.
Could that be true?
I'll see for myself soon enough. Pray for me, love, and I'll be back within a month or two.
I bring a message. Father wants you to leave
Then the
without
Owl's
him.
men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many Darkspawn to behead, so little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us.
Those are
before taking
atrocious
your leave.
outfits.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
He just might need those
May
prayers.
to sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Oren. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, maker's breath. It's like living with a pair of small boys. Thankfully, I have a daughter.
I'll miss you, mother dear. You'll take care of her, sister, won't you?
You'll need protecting more than her.
I agree. Especially if you get yourself hurt. I will never forgive you.
Now that is a good incentive, wouldn't you say?
Enough. Enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've
I
much
look
to do tomorrow.
nothing like my parents. Fergus does. I don't. Maybe I'm adopted. Let's talk to Oriana.
If you should need any assistance in the coming days, I would be glad to offer it.
Maybe talk to
You
Bryce.
should be on your way, pup. Long day ahead tomorrow.
Is sending all your forces
When the king
south a
demands
great
it.
idea?
In fact, not sending our forces south would be a distinctly bad idea. Don't worry, pup. You shouldn't see many problems, but I want you to prepare the men left here, in case.
Are you sure you'll be alright?
Your brother and I go into battle, not an afternoon tea. Who knows what will happen to us? I will tell you, however, you're my darling daughter. I love you, and I trust you completely to carry on the Kuzlin name if the worst should happen. But don't worry about me, dear girl. You'll have enough to occupy your mind while I'm gone.
About this Grey Warden.
Ah, I was wondering how long this would take. Has he asked to recruit you?
And if he did?
If he did, then I would have to consider it. If a blight is truly upon us in the south, then Grey Wardens will be needed. There is no higher calling. If it comes to that, we can talk about it when I get back. Until then, just show him every courtesy. Duncan is a fine man. And a hero.
I'll go now.
I know that you'll do me proud. You've grown into a sensible woman. That much is clear.
Can I talk to Fergus?
Getting sent to bed early, are we?
I certainly hope not.
Well, you know father when he makes up his mind. At any rate, I'll miss you. Take care of everyone, and be here when I get back.
Where do you think I'll go, bud?
Mama says you're going to be watching over us while Papa is gone. Is that true, Auntie?
Aw. Yeah, that's true, Oren.
What if the castle is attacked? Will there be dragons?
What is up with his teeth?
Dragons are terrible creatures, Oren. They eat people.
Yeah, I want to see one.
This is your
I like this
influence,
kid.
Fergus.
What? I didn't say anything.
Are you going to teach me to use a sword, Auntie? Then I can fight evil.
That can be
too.
arranged.
Take that, dire bunny. Oh, Darkspawn, fear my sword of truthiness.
Truthiness. Actually, I'm gonna say, you bet, let's go.
Fergus, there are times your family causes me great pain.
Now, mind your mother, Oren.
I never get to do anything.
He's right.
Don't worry, son. You'll get to see a sword up close real soon.
You
promise.
have a sword on your back.
Best do as your father says, darling. I will see you in the morning, bright and
If you
early.
should need any assistance in the coming days, I would be glad to offer it.
Barkspawn, you got anything to say? Notice anything interesting? Aw. Well, off we go then. Time for bed. I'm also going to fix my chair for the 8 millionth time. I really need to just get a new one. But alas, I've yet to. Left click on any of your characters to control of him or her. Try positioning each of your characters tactically. Move rogues into the back stab position. I still know what that is. Or move archers to a hill to rain down arrows while your melee fighters hit. What is happening? Clearly nothing bad's gonna happen. I mean, our life's totally great. You know, this may be an adventure game, but, like, we all know, like, adventures have happy backstories that don't involve anything horrible happening to them. You know, nothing bad's gonna happen. The dog's just hearing mice again. I promise she's wearing underwear. It's like a bikini. YouTube, please do not. I'm already gonna get demonetized. I'm not gonna try and monetize this video, so there be that. Are you hearing rats again? Go after them already. Well, that was definitely a man's scream.
My lady, help me! The castle is under attack!
Uh-oh. I'm still in my pajamas, which are horrifically unflattering. Let's see. Put this on. We're gonna want the lion paw boots. We can't put that on because we'd be weak. There we go. Wait a second. Why is she so much wider? And then you put her in armor, she's not. That's definitely a bug. All of my stuff got unequipped. For why? Oh, I need 26 dexterity. So we had a memory band, lucky stone, guildmaster's belt. Do Pearl of the Anointed. Alright, let's go kill some people.
I shall do it.
They're house soldiers. You're telling me that we got betrayed by a dude who totally wasn't acting suspicious at all? Who's that say? Tyrannus' room, Fergus's room, guest room.
Where is the tan? Tell us!
Oh, what am I? Don't go for the door! My dog. Kill the other soldier that I stunned. Alright, is my mom alive? Dun dun dun! Alright, we'll find out if mom is alright in the next episode. Like I said in part 1, this video was really, really long when I made it, so we're gonna split it into 3 parts, but I did math wrong. Anyway, this part's like 18 minutes, which is a lot more bearable than the other 2 30-minute part ones. So, yeah, we're gonna get to the bottom of all this in the next episode and find out if mom is alright. I'll see you all then.